Decided to brave the early wake-up call and get here before the crowds. And
it's currently 6:56.
6:56, and I'm so glad we did. Look at this. So peaceful. No people. The Fushimi Inari Shrine is a beautiful shrine dedicated to Inari, the Shinto god of rice. It's arguably the most popular tourist attraction in Kyoto, attracting millions of visitors each year. Due to its popularity, I definitely recommend visiting before 8 AM like we did, to explore before the crowds arrive. The shrine is famous for its thousands of red vermilion torii gates, which create mesmerizing pathways all the way up to Mount Inari. That looks so cool. The torii gates are donations made by individuals and companies, with each donor's name and the date of their donation inscribed on the back of each gate. Donations range from 400,000 to over 1 million Japanese yen. Since the hike to the summit takes 2 to 3 hours, we decided to only hike to Yotsuji intersection, which is located roughly halfway up the mountain, as the gates are known to decrease a lot in density past this point.
Shit. Do I just reach for it?
After successfully rescuing Mia's ticket without destroying the pristine salmon, we were able to begin exploring the beautiful Ginkakuji temple, which was the first of many temples we visited this day. This temple was given the nickname Silver Pavilion because the shogun who built it initially planned to cover the building's exterior with silver foil, similar to how the Golden Pavilion is covered in gold. However, due to financial restraints, this plan was never actually realised, yet the nickname stuck and is still used today. Ginkakuji is renowned for its serene natural beauty, featuring an elegant garden of moss, sand, and cute little streams. There's also a path up to a lookout on the hill, where all the vibrant changing colours of the maple trees can be fully enjoyed. We then walked along the Philosopher's Path, a scenic trail stretching along a canal all the way to Eikando Temple.
Hey!
The path is named after Nishida Kitaro, one of Japan's most famous philosophers, who was said to practice meditation while walking this route on his daily commute to Kyoto University. The Eikando Temple is particularly well known for its stunning autumn colours, and lucky for us, our trip coincided perfectly with the height of the season, so we had the privilege of enjoying its gorgeous natural beauty in all its glory, and it was absolutely breathtaking. I feel like I'm walking through like a magical fairy wonderland. The scenery here is so pretty.
The leaves are so gorgeous. Like all these like really nice like red like autumn foliage.
It's gorgeous.
And like
so
these gorgeous
fiery
ponds
and vibrant.
and like little bridges. It's just very peaceful
and
here.
koi fish.
Of course.
My favorite animal. It's so magical. Like look. Wow. Aren't they like the most majestic animal in the world? Mia's like, no. After a jam-packed morning, we were in dire need of some caffeine, so we took the bus to Gokago, a popular matcha spot located in Higashiyama, a touristy district known for its beautifully preserved historic architecture, which transports visitors back to Japan's feudal era. While the matcha was yummy and satisfied our craving, the shop was really busy, so be prepared to wait a while if you come here. Yet again, we're waiting for pancakes because
So excited.
we love pancakes. That's mine. That's yours. Yum!
So fluffy.
Looks so fluffy. Why are we like children?
We're 21, so like what else would you expect? Look, phoebs, it's just like
There are. They look so good. So fluffy, man. Thank you. All done. Really just demolished that.
so amazing.
It was gorgeous. We even got some on her face for later.
Saving that for later.
It was just a visceral experience. Bellies full of pancakey goodness, we continued our little cultural exploration of Kyoto by visiting the Yasaka Shrine, one of the city's most important Shinto shrines, dedicated to the deity Susanoo, the god of sea and storms. It's most famous for its role in the Gion Matsuri festival, which is arguably the most famous festival in Japan, and is held at the Yasaka Shrine each July. Directly adjacent is Maruyama Park, a scenic public park full of beautiful cherry blossoms and ponds, making it the most crowded spot for hanami in early April when the trees are in full bloom. On the other side of the park lies Chion-in Temple. While we didn't go inside this Buddhist temple, we did visit its Samon Gate, which dates back to the early 1600s and is said to be the largest of its kind in Japan, at 24 metres tall and 50 metres wide. Hey guys, we are just at the river. I'm using my phone because there's a lot of running water in the back, but we're here to watch the sunset. We haven't really updated you yet, but we are in Kyoto.
Got in yesterday and we went on a geisha walking tour last night, which was so interesting. Phoebe and I, we don't really know much about it, so it was really cool to hear about the culture and the history surrounding it.
Yeah, especially because Kyoto is the geisha capital of Japan. So it was really cool going around all the streets to see the tea houses and the places where the geisha live. But we are a bit delulu just because we got up so early and we've done so much walking.
Yes, I think we're up to what, like 20-something thousand steps already.
Like an insane amount. So we're just having a little rest now, and then I think we're gonna go get udon. We've both been craving it, so I'm very excited. Thanks to the saviour that is Google Reviews, we stumbled across an amazing hidden gem for dinner. This little izakaya was nestled on a quiet street only a few minutes walk from our hotel. It had a really trendy vibe about it, as well as some of the best gyoza I've ever had in my life. Such a good find. Craving something sweet to finish off our hectic day, we strolled over to Chichi, which serves creamy soft serve in a croissant-shaped cone. As the croissant connoisseurs we are, this definitely got our tick of approval. In the morning, we rode 37 stops in the freezing cold to Kinkakuji Temple, and I can honestly say that it was absolutely worth it. By far the most impressive and visually breathtaking sight we saw whilst in Kyoto, the top 2 floors of this temple are entirely covered in gold leaf, hence its nickname as the Golden Pavilion. The temple is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and overlooks a large pond where the mesmerising reflection of this beautiful pavilion can be observed. If you go to one temple in Kyoto, make sure to make it this one. Its serene atmosphere and jaw-dropping beauty is not to be missed. Leaving Kinkakuji, we headed to the Kyoto Botanical Gardens, which are the oldest public botanical gardens in Japan. The gardens only cost a mere 200 Japanese yen to enter, and are home to over 12,000 diverse species of plants from all over the world. My favourite exhibit was the bonsai collection. All the miniature trees were pruned to absolute perfection and were so beautiful to admire. You could just tell how much patience, care and expertise it must have taken to cultivate and maintain each and every little bonsai tree. Next we ventured over to the Imperial Palace, or Kyoto Gossyo in Japanese. This palace was the residence of Japan's imperial family from 794 until 1868, at which point the emperor and capital of Japan moved from Kyoto to Tokyo. While a historically significant site, I probably wouldn't rate it as highly as the other landmarks we saw whilst in Kyoto. While visitors are free to explore the palace grounds, none of the buildings can be entered, rendering our visit quite a short-lived one. The grounds were also entirely covered in gravel, which seemed to irritate us a lot more than I'd honestly care to admit, so make sure to wear shoes that are easy to walk in. Keen for a rest after our busy morning, we headed to Cafe Bibliothèque Hello, a cosy cafe packed to the brim with books, plants, and vintage records. The ambiance was so warm and calming that we ended up staying for the rest of the afternoon, chatting, drinking strong coffee, and recharging. It was such a beautiful space, I felt so sad when it was finally time to leave.
About to head to dinner.
So hungry right now.
So hungry. We're gonna try and get into this place where you cook your own
on a rock
beef on rocks, which seems really cool. But we're gonna suss the line because it's really popular. So hopefully we get in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
While initially skeptical we'd fallen for a popular TikTok trap, I can confidently say that this restaurant is definitely worth the hype. Despite joining the queue with 20 customers ahead of us, we only had to wait around 20 minutes to get a table, and the food came out so quick. The Wagyu beef was really crispy and flavoursome, and came with loads of delicious dipping sauces and spices to try. We also got to cook the beef ourselves, which made the experience 10 times more fun.
Show the camera.
Anyways, that's all for this episode of my Japan Diaries. I hope you've enjoyed, and stay tuned for part 2 of our time in Kyoto, where we go on a day trip to Nara and attend a traditional tea ceremony. So yeah, thanks for watching. It really means a lot.